Good evening, humans. Tyrannosaurusmoth here, and tonight we're taking a look at the AEW Ringside exclusive Jeff Jarrett figure from Jazwares. Let's do this. Aesthetically speaking, this figure looks pretty good, and there are a couple nitpicks I have, but overall, I think they definitely did a good job. I guess one of my first nitpicks is just that I think the body type is slightly too slim. Usually that sort of thing doesn't bother me, but I feel like they have other body types that would have fit a little bit better here. But overall, still looks good, especially with the colors of the gear, like that bright red. Absolutely love it. The bright silver works as well. Everything's done relatively cleanly. There's definitely a couple points here. Like you can see there's a little bit of scuffing going on there. Like here, the silver didn't quite line up at the end, which is interesting. And I think got some like paint slop here on the boot. So again, not quite as tightly done as some other Jazwares figures I have. But and then the big one is here on the default head sculpt. We've got the eyebrow just goes all the way to the side, that looks wild, but that should be an easy fix. I think a little bit of nail polish remover will probably get rid of that. So I can kind of dial that in. But the likeness itself actually looks pretty good. Again, I think the likenesses on a lot of these Ringside exclusives have been pretty spot on. I don't think this is any exception to that, so really well done there. Nice hair sculpt as well, I think, in terms of the way they did the texture. So yeah, overall, really a good looking figure. Just a couple of things that could probably have been fixed a little bit. We get a really nice loadout of accessories, so let's jump right in. Starting with hands, right out of the box, we do get a pair of requisite C-grips. Then we get a pair of peace fingers. Unfortunately, the left hand got a little warped in the package, but nothing some hot water won't fix. And then finally, we have the pointing with the two fingers, the strutting hands. So yeah, very excellent and character specific. Love it. Then the head sculpt, we do get the one we looked at before, where he's kind of looking to the side and smiling. Actually, really well done. Again, except for that weird paint smear. And then we get a kind of more stoic, neutral expression. So really well done. Again, great sculpt all around. Then we get, of course, his guitar, and very nicely done. Again, that nice bright red, I love it. The strings are done really well too, like very cleanly painted. You can see that that moves, and that's because that comes out, the front comes off. You can see those back pieces that also separate, so you can smash this over someone's head. And yes, that's a pretty cool touch. So there's that. And then finally, we do get his entrance kind of vest, cardigan, jacket thing. And this is beautifully done. Looks and feels like it would be similar to the material that his actual entrance jacket is made out of. Obviously, you get some unfortunate wrinkling because of that kind of plasticky pleather material. But details are very, very clean. Again, we get that silver that ties right into the figure. Again, everything just very, very cohesive. And then you get his symbol here at the bottom. And the lining is white too, so there shouldn't be any staining issues. So yeah, that will do it for accessories. Articulation, balance here are great. Pretty much everything I have come to love about Jazwares AEW output. Just, really nice balance and good articulation scheme. So we'll get into it. And yeah, so our head is on a ball hinge. So our neutral, we can't really look up. You can see it kind of pops off there. So just do that hair sculpt and how close that is to the neck. So yeah, I'm not really getting any up. We do get a lot of down though. We get tiniest bit of tilt and some rotation. Arms hinge up to a perfect T. Get bicep swivel, double jointed elbows coming to here. We do get hinge and swivel at the wrists, all horizontal. We get a ball joint at the diaphragm, ball joint at the waist. Gives us a pretty nice crunch, really nice arch back, nice side to side as well, and some rotation, mostly from the diaphragm joint. From the hips, almost full splits, beautiful. Front kick, not quite as much. We're close to 90, but not quite there. We do get thigh swivel, double jointed knees, bring us to there. We get boot cut. We get really nice point, a little bit of forward, and some excellent rocker. So that will do it for articulation. Getting into size comparisons, here it is with some of their AEW figures, with some other wrestling lines, with some domestics, with some imports, with some monsters. Finally, with our articulated icons Oni and yours truly in human form as a Valverse Action Force figure. So my final thoughts on the AEW Ringside exclusive Jeff Jarrett figure from Jazwares is that this is a really good figure overall. I mean, again, there's a little bit of, there were a few paint issues with mine, but nothing really super egregious. And beyond that, like, they did a great job with the likeness. The accessories are fantastic, and I really like the nice, bright, vivid colors. So yeah, definitely recommend it. Certainly if you're a Jeff Jarrett fan or you're collecting all the AEW figures. That being said, I hope you found this review informative and somewhat entertaining. And if you did, I hope to see you back here because I do multiple reviews a week of action figures related to tokusatsu, dinosaurs, monsters, pro wrestling, and more. So if any of that appeals to you, come on back. Let's escape the world for a while and just look at some nice plastic. So really, at the end of the day, I just hope you're well. Hope that all of your toy dreams come true. And most importantly, I hope that you and yours stay weird, simians.